what's up, everybody? Preston here. We're going to look at some of my personal collection. I got some guys going to stop by and watch. I don't know if this video will ever get posted. It just may be a hangout thing, some chats. But if I do post it, thanks for watching. Not much going to go on until some people join in. So skip ahead until you start seeing cards flash across the screen, I guess. All right, let's see. What can I do? Hey, what's up, guys? Thatcher Games and Sports is here. AJ Verdi. Glad to see you guys. We're going to start taking a look at some of my personal collection here. Give it a few minutes, let some other folks stop by. So while we're waiting, you're about to see some of my best pieces. What's your favorite piece of your personal collection? Oh, Verdi, you never watched. That's all right. We do a lot of different things. So you go look back at my at the videos. A lot of them are just box breaks, blaster boxes, cases, whatever we got laying around. I did a recap from the national convention this weekend. That one's going pretty well. There's some pretty cool stuff there. Reggie Jackson rookie or Acuna bat down rookie. My prize. Oh, nice. Reggie Jackson rookie. Yeah, Acuna is going to be good for a long time. I like him a lot. But yeah, a lot of my videos, we do some angry box breaks as well, which is me yelling and arguing and cursing about things that piss me off in sports. We've done a few of those. People seem to like them. Oh, we lost somebody. It looks like Thatcher left. 51 Bowman Ted Williams. Oh my God, I don't care if it's a PSA 4. 51 Williams. Jeez, man, that's a beautiful card. All right, we got a couple people here. I guess we could start looking at some things. Should I save the better stuff for last or just get right into some of the bangers? I got to put some bangers in the background. I meant to get some of those little standees last time I was at the baseball card shop, but I never did. I'll show you. Hey, love to rip. Thanks for stopping by. We're just about to get started. I'm just going to go through. Actually, while we're waiting, I'll tell you what. Let me pull this. Don't make fun of my house. It's kind of messy in here. We're starting to get packed up, getting ready to move. But I can tell you there's some stuff to look at. Hey, Jay. Let me see if I can maneuver the webcam over there. You see, well, let me unplug here. There we go. So right behind me here, all these are full. These are stuff about to sort out for the auction. I want to have an auction sometime soon. And all those, the top one here is just the supplies and stuff. But the other ones are all full of pretty good stuff, mostly Hall of Famers. And then we'll get into, I don't know, like over here in this pile. There's my sweet Jordans. Yeah. Over here in this pile is like wrestling cards and football cards and mostly just odds and ends. There's racing cards and basketball cards. It's a pretty big pile. So I suppose we could look at a little bit of all that stuff. It's whatever you guys see. I said you guys were talking wrestling earlier. And I do have some pretty funny wrestling cards from the 1980s. Collection, George, which one's my favorite? I don't know. Here, I'll show you. I got a real good deal on these. I got these for each for 60. I got that pair. They're a little worn. I wear those to work now. But I'm kind of simple. These might be my favorite ones. I like the black, mostly all black with just that one red headlight or highlight, and then the yellow there. This is probably my favorite right now. You go back and look at the was it the 4s or the 5s? I can't remember. The 4s and 5s were pretty good. I like the ones that were all black with a little bit of red. And let's show off some cards, and we'll get some cards set up in the background, and you guys tell me. I was going to show you. There you go. That's where I keep most of my really good stuff. Just this little safe. And then I use the black background here. It seems to help the camera with all black background. All right, so I'm a little torn. The first one I'll show you here might be my favorite, but there's a couple other ones in the running. Let me turn on this other light. We'll get a little more light in here. I appreciate your patience. I really wasn't planning on it doing anything tonight, so I had to set my little table up and stuff. This one here is a Topps triple thread from 2007, I think. Yeah, 2007. Oh, that light ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. All right. 2007 Ted Williams triple threads. So 2 jersey pieces and a bat. And if you look on the bottom there, I think it's 7 of 18. That one might be my favorite. Ted Williams was such an incredible ball player. I remember I'm 40, so the internet became popular and started to become more of a household thing in the late 90s, I guess. And I remember one of the first things I did, my parents had gotten a computer. I had already moved out. I moved out, got my own place when I was 17. I think maybe I was 18, 19 years old. And the first thing I did on the internet was start looking up Ted Williams, watch him swing the bat. Just beautiful, beautiful swing. Excuse me. This next one is the only one of one I own. Now, if you go back and look on about a month ago on the videos, we hit for a 1-on-1 Justin Verlander, but that box actually belonged to my buddy Luke. We got 2 boxes, one for each of us, and I picked the wrong box. He got the good one with the 1-on-1 Verlander and the Cal Ripken Jr. Relic in it. So the 1-on-1 on my video is not mine on that break, the Verlander sketch card. This is the only 1-on-1 I own. I pulled it back in 2006, I think it was. 2007. It was the SPX series. It's Josh Johnson. It was a decent pitcher for a year or two. I'm sorry, let me see if I can keep up with the chat. I don't want to miss anything. Wouldn't that Ted Williams? Oh, God, that would be incredible. And then, being in the military, I spent some time in the military, and I'll tell you, I wasn't a great soldier, but I was a soldier, and I did try hard. But I was in for 8 years, and I got a lot of respect for how hard that is, and to know that he was that great at baseball, and then could also go be a fighter pilot and kick ass around the world. It's Ted Williams should not be undersold. That guy was a monster in every possible way. Yeah, Warren Spahn was in the army as well. There are a lot of them guys back then. But this is the one, the only one in my collection. It's a printing plate from the Signature series. So this big empty spot here is where they would have signed, where Josh Johnson, I guess, would have signed. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll show you the back real quick. 1/1 magenta plate. We'll set that there, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I just looking at some old cards. Now this next one, I traded a guy. I live in Cincinnati, and I feel bad, but I was like 9 years old and I didn't know any better. I had an entire team set of like 1988 Cincinnati Reds, and he had this guy. And he said, "Man, I had two sets of the Reds." And I said, "I'll trade you one of these sets. What do you offer me?" And he said, "I'll give you this Mickey Mantle card." And I was like, "All right." And now, 30 years later, I'm like, oh man, what a bad deal for that kid. So if you ever watch, I'm sorry, buddy. This is a 1956, or I'm sorry, a 1966 Mickey Mantle. It's not in very good shape. When I got it, it wasn't even in plastic or anything. We didn't understand what we had back then. Like there were kids that would put baseball cards in the spokes of their bicycles to make it so it would make sounds when it went through, like that when it hit the spokes. Um, so you can see it's certainly beat up. We try to grade that mantle. Yeah, me and my buddy Luke, you'll hear that name occasionally. He's one of my good friends. We've known each other since high school. He helps with the channel, but we were talking about each of us getting maybe. It's my cat. If you could hear that. We were talking about getting 100 cards together or something each, and sending them in. Because it's not cheap. You might pay $15 to $25 a card, so the things you send in better be worth it. Grant Nicklin, thanks for stopping by. So you can start selling on eBay's. Any ideas to make? I was thinking maybe doing like team sets, having the chance of an auto. Or yeah, selling on eBay. There's a couple. I've looked into it. There's a couple really interesting articles, things you need to know before you do it. You have to protect yourself against different kind of scams. There are scammers on there who look for new sellers in particular. So yeah, definitely do a little bit of homework. You'll pay some fees, I think, selling through eBay. So I've seen some guys just doing auctions on YouTube, and I'm actually planning one of these myself. Just doing the auctions on YouTube and getting the pay through PayPal, and then emailing addresses and stuff. Typically, guys will charge $4 shipping, whether you're buying one card or 100 cards. That's how I've seen it done recently, and that seems like a good idea. This next thing is not even a card. It's something I found for cheap just at I guess, was it a pawn shop in Iowa, maybe? I lived in Iowa for a while. I used to go around to the pawn shops looking for good deals, buying CDs. I got like a 700 CDs collection, which is completely worthless. But, it was the 90s, early 2000s. We were still buying CDs. And I found this at a pawn shop, and I think I maybe paid like $40 for it or something, right? Hard to see. That's a little elephant there. This is from 100 BC. So it's about 2,200 years old, roughly. It's a coin. It's a square little coin. And if you look at other ones that have sold, they're all wonky. This one's actually in really good condition. I don't know why I'm showing it to you guys, but I got some information there. It was just in my safe. I thought somebody might think it'd be cool. Let me put that away real quick. This next card, I actually got. Oh, go in there. I got this next card. Uh-oh. Just recently, I saw it when I first started an eBay account. They sent me a $5 rewards thing, a certificate or whatever, and I went on there to spend it, and I saw somebody had this card for $40. I ended up paying $35 for this card. I am from Cincinnati. So this one I thought was really, really cool. It's not really zooming in as well as I would like. It's at the top there. It's a 7 of 50, and it came from what, a 18 or 19 tier one, 2019 tier one. Yeah, it's a real auto. It's an on card auto, not a sticker auto, which I liked a lot. And you could tell, it's 2019. You could tell as soon as he pulled it, he put it into a penny sleeve and a protector. So I mean, this would be a card I would get graded. I would include this in the set. Definitely the Ted Williams, the Mickey Mantle. If I had to pick 50 cards, these would be some of the first cards I would pick. Let's see if I missed anything on the chat while I take a drink of water. Oh, let's see. Some of these are a little newer. I just got this recently. You've probably seen plenty of these. This is the Bob Gibson medallion card. This came out of a Top Series 1. They're very, very thick, very, very heavy. I have not yet found a top loader thick enough for this. They make them. I just haven't got one yet. Yeah, $35, AJ. Can you believe that? Let's see. Oh, Reds fan. Hey, welcome, buddy. Nice to see you. Yeah, that bench card. Any Reds fan's gonna like that one, I think. Yeah, you've probably seen those medallion cards. Something I pulled recently. It was since I don't have a top loader, it was in the safe. Found one of those die cuts in there too. Let's see what else we got. Let's dig into the safe a little bit here. I'm going to be sorting these out. Some of these are going to go up for auction when I schedule the auction. I don't think any of these, but this will probably go up for auction. Some stuff like this, some of the newer stuff that I got. I got a Damian Harris patch auto. It's a running back drafted from Alabama. Was it who drafted him? Oh, no problem, Reds fan. Thanks for stopping by. You go get yourself some sleep. Isaac, nice to see you, buddy. Hola. Yeah, Damian Harris. I think you want me to Google it? Here, I'll take a second to Google it. I can't remember. Was it the Patriots, maybe? Damian Harris. I don't even know how that one got into the safe. That one, yeah, the Patriots, 53rd overall. So yeah, rookie patch auto. That should have been in the other box. Here we go. Here's a good one right here. I'll tell you a Griffey story while you're looking at it. So up here, it's 10 of 30. A lot of these are going to be from 2006, 2007 when I was collecting pretty hard. I had a little bit of money back then. Winning trios, you got Griffey, Pujols, and Jeter. Patches. 10 of 30. Let's see. You can try Grant to sell. Yeah. So here's a good Griffey story. We were at the game. Me and my buddy Luke, actually, who I mentioned already. We were at the game. It was Paul Wilson's last game, and I believe his last game in Cincinnati, I think. But he gave up. They gave up 10 or 11 runs in the first inning, and Paul Wilson had given up 8 runs or something and left a couple on base and hadn't even gotten an out yet by the time they pulled him. And this was the best tickets I'd ever had. We were sitting right behind the Reds dugout. My friend's dad got them through work. So so they finally get these guys out. Who was it? Lance Berkman was hitting home runs like crazy. I think it was against the Astros. The Astros and the Reds were in the same division for a long time. And Griffey, everybody comes running over to the dugout after they get him out, and the crowd's going crazy because it had been like an hour to get through the top of the first inning. And Griffey comes running up, and I was clapping, and I had some drinks. I was a little drunk, and I yelled out, "Got him right where we want him, boys!" And then Griffey looked at me with such a look. Like, you're such a jerk. I remember the look on his face. He would have punched me, I think, if he was close enough. And I instantly felt bad because, I love Griffey, obviously one of the greatest players of all time. I was like, oh, I just totally aggravated one of my childhood heroes. And number to 30, Griffey Pujols Jeter patch. That's one of my favorites for sure. Here's a Jordan patch. I don't have a lot of basketball cards, certainly not a lot that made it into the safe. I can't figure out what the L stands for. It's a Stitches of Time Upper Deck card, Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls. I have no idea what the L is. No idea at all. It's numbered to 199. Can you see that there? There we go. Upper Deck was such a great product. What are you streaming on? I'm just using my little Chromebook, and it's about a 2 or 3 year old Chromebook, and I bought a Logitech 920 camera. It's just 1080. Nothing fancy. It was like $60 or something. So not an expensive setup. And then this just back here is a cardboard box with a shirt on top of it to give me a solid black background that helps the camera out a little bit. Anybody figure out why this card would have an L on it? I can't figure it out. On the front is a piece of memorabilia used in an NBA All-Star game. So it's an All-Star game jersey. Stitches in Time, Chronology Basketball, Michael Jordan. There's nothing to indicate on this card that an L would be prudent to use. It is so confusing to me. Oh, I bet it spells out Bulls. Like there's other Stitches in Time cards, and you get all 5 of them, and you spell out Bulls. Ah, all right, Robert, Pack Rat. There you go. Now we're using our head. You're smarter than me, obviously. All right, baseball fans. Oh, did you see that? All right, hold on a second. I got shot in the lung when I was younger, and it gives me a little bit of pleurisy. Is what the doctor told me. I kind of like arthritis or something. I have no idea. I didn't look into it. But it causes me to cough just a little bit. And typically, some water will help. I do apologize. Give me just a second, guys. There we go. A little medicine help you feel better. Bro, how'd you get shot? That one is a little bit of a dark story. I'll tell you, I have no problem talking about it, but I've been shot, stabbed, and blown up, but only one of those things happened in the Army. Um, how much would you sell the bench auto for? Currently not for sale. That's probably one that'll be in the safe when I die. That one will probably go to my son. So unfortunately, not for sale now, but I'll certainly let you know if I change my mind. Real quick before I tell I'll tell the quick version of how I got shot because the long version will take hours. Nolan Ryan, what year is this? 2004 patch card with the chrome background. I don't know how much the chrome's coming through. Yeah, I like how they cut that out, a little star pattern for the patch. Nothing fancy. I wish it would have had some of the old Astro orange or something on it. Would have been cool. Oh, excuse me. There you go, Nolan Ryan fans. Let's put this over here by Johnny, I guess. What else do we got? So when I when I was 4 years old, my biological father shot me, and then he shot himself. I made it through just fine. He didn't. Are there any kids in here? It's late. There shouldn't be kids in here. This is not a kid-friendly story. It's mature themes. Everybody in here over 18? But here, I know you got to go to bed, Reds fan, so I'll show you one of my favorite Reds cards here to go along with the bench auto. Stitch of Time, Stitch in Time. What year is this? 2007. Take a good look at that. So, yeah, that's kind of happened. He was an abusive person to my mother, and things kind of went south, and they split up, and it's a rather long story, but that's the long and short of it. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up on the chat as well. Let me know when you're done looking at things or whatever if you want me to move along. But yeah, I'm still here, and I'm sure my life worked out a lot better without him around. Me and my mom had a good life together, and yeah, I'm good with it. Even as a kid, I understood the positive aspect of it more so than the other side, and just try to move forward, as normal as I could. And yeah, I can't complain. Things have been good. This is a Ken Griffey Jr. patch card, Stellar Statman. Again, that's probably from between 2004 and 2007. Yeah, 2004. I was pretty active there. Got a second chance of life. Yeah, that's how I feel about it, Isaac. It changes your perspective when you get shot at 4 years old. You figure out real quick that you're not going to live forever, and there's a lot of guys that kind of work themselves. I've met a lot of guys in the Army that still felt invincible in their mid-20s. So I've always tried to live in a way that reflected that. I try to have a good time. I try to, do what I'm doing now, meet people and talk to people and enjoy the extra years that I'm going to get. You guys are very sweet, and all these comments are very sweet. This is a Ken Griffey Jr. patch. The other one we saw was him and Jeter and Pujols. This one's just Junior. I don't think this card's numbered. It's 2007. See, back then, I don't even think you would find a player worn card. All this stuff should be game use stuff. Anybody out there know what year they really started in with the player worn? Was that a Panini thing? Did they do it first? I don't think anything that I've shown here so far is going to be in the auction. But I suppose you never know. I don't know. I'm going to start sorting this stuff this week. I got a few days off work. I don't go back till Friday. So another Ken Griffey Jr. patch. I had a ton of these SPX cards. Just a ton of them. I don't even remember where I got them all. There's a crazy amount. 189 of 199. Yeah, so back in the day, the game used, like I guarantee this is game used. Because back then in 2004, 2007, they didn't do player worn cards where they would just put on a jersey and take it off. All the stuff that you found back then, I think, was game used. So I don't know when they started doing the player worn stuff, but it's mildly aggravating that they would just sit in a room and put a jersey on real quick and then take it off and chop it up for a baseball card. You go get some sleep, Reds fan for Life 5. I appreciate the support and I appreciate you hanging out. If you want me to, I suppose I can post this up when we're done and you can check out the rest later. I'm going to slide into the kitchen and fill my old Star Wars cup up with water. Give me just a second. Are you in here, Luke? Did you ever make it in? All right, let's see. What's next? What do we got next? Oh, here we go. Here's a little group of cards. Now, these next three are all the same player. And it's my man, Wade Boggs. I absolutely love Wade Boggs. One of the greatest hitters of the baseball ever. I don't think guys like him and Tony Gwynn get enough credit. Guys that were great hitters, but maybe didn't get all those sexy home runs. It's a funny story. They got on Wade Boggs about not hitting home runs. So one year he was like, fine, you want me to hit 25 home runs? I will. And he went out and he hit 25 home runs or whatever, 27, whatever it was. But his batting average dropped, 15, 20 points, whatever it was. And then he's like, that's why you don't try to hit home runs. That's yeah, I like the patch is cool, obviously, but what's almost even better is teenage Wade Boggs or whatever, probably 19, 20 years old. He got stuck in the minors far longer than he should have. His career could have been better had not Carney Langsford been so good in front of him for the Red Sox. This guy is numbered 175. But I have quite a few Wade Boggs rookie cards. None of them graded yet. Those are going to be some that get graded because they're quite a few of them are in really good condition. But that's that's a very good looking Wade Boggs. But his career, I don't think he got up until he was 25 or something, and he was good enough to play when he was 22. Carney Lansford probably cost him 3 years. There's actually I got two of this kind of series. But we'll look at Wade Boggs here first, since we're talking Wade Boggs. Awesome. Hi, Luke. Thanks for stopping by. Grant Nicklin, love to rip. Jay Pylon, Reds fan for life. If anybody watches this video later, check those guys out. They're real sports for hanging out this late and just watching an old man flip through old memories. Wade Boggs, for real. I can't even talk enough about how badass he was. Search up old Wade Boggs bunting competition. He's also the greatest bunter of the baseball ever, Wade Boggs. And this is my last jersey card of Wade Boggs. The next one I want to add. Hey, Stason, Stason 1. I'm gonna S1. What's up, S1? The hell was I saying? See, that shit happens when you get old. Start saying something, get distracted. Oh yeah, bunting. Wade Boggs, one of the best drinkers of all time. Also, he absolutely was. You have a cool Wade Boggs card you would part with? Interesting. Are you on Twitter, Love to Rip? You know, send me a picture or DM. Maybe we can talk about that. I happen to know Luke Taylor there, the guy in the chat. That's Luke I talk about occasionally. He's a big time Wade Boggs fan too. He's got some incredible Wade Boggs stuff. Maybe sometime I'll have him bring his personal collection down and we'll look at it because it's a really good one. All these are from my personal collection. All right, next up, it's Roger Clemens. And I'll tell you what's sad. Oh, come on. Focus. There we go. What's sad about Clemens and his steroid troubles was he had a Hall of Fame career before he started steroids. We're going to rip that Chrome box tomorrow. Yeah, Luke. Tomorrow night, Luke's going to bring over a Chrome hobby box, and we're going to rip that up tomorrow night about midnight. Love to rip. You can send me an email. It's what is my email? Yeah, I'll get you an email. Well, I'll see you in the next couple of days. I'll figure out which email you can send that to. Boncha Skyler. Yeah, I mean, so there's an argument that everybody was on steroids. I would make the argument that Ken Griffey Jr. was not, and he was still a great player. But I get it. You know, the one thing I understand steroids in all sports is injuries. You know, you rip up a limb or something, you need a little steroids to get back to help with the healing process. I'm not totally against all steroids all the time, but I mean, he was such a good player. He didn't need them. He was already a Hall of Famer by the time he went to Toronto. And it broke my heart as a kid growing up in the 80s to see him go down that way. Oh, it just crushed me. Tony Gwynn, another one of my all-time favorites. More pictures were you? Yeah, everybody. There was a lot. I'm not gonna say everybody. There was so much steroid abuse during that time. It was just ridiculous. I love Tony Gwynn. Look at the pinstripe, authentic game worn jersey. This is one of my favorite cards. Leading indicators. It is. Is this a Pacific card? No, just top something or other. 2005, the Pristine Legends Edition. Sweetest swing in the game. Gwynn, Wade Boggs, Ted Williams, Ken Griffey Jr. probably at the top of that list. Ken Griffey Jr.'s swing was just incredible. I mean, that's how you teach it. If you're going to teach a kid how to swing a baseball, that's what's their baseball bat. That's what's up. Rod Carew. This is another Gwynn relic card. And I need to get another top loader. This has been around a while. I think it was on a shelf. It's got a little tar on it. It's got a yellow kind of shade to it. See, all the stuff back then was game worn. None of this player worn garbage. It was game used. Hey, Luke, do you remember when they really started going after the game or player worn stuff? Because back in the day, 2004, 2007, it was all game used. There was none of this player worn garbage. How about Fat Albert Pujols? patch card. Upper Deck. God, I love Upper Deck. I wish they still made baseball cards. They were always the best looking baseball cards, even back in the 80s. The Upper Decks were good. So that's two. I got the Pujols regular, and I got the Pujols with the Griffey and the Jeter. And he just tormented the Reds for so long. All right, kids, you got to give me 30 seconds here. I'm stepping to the other room, and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself. Rhode Island is neither a road or an island. Discuss. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it here. Did I miss anything? All right. Who's next? Are there any Cubs fans? Oh, that's not a Cub. Sorry. Oh, yeah, here's a Cub. Fergie Jenkins. The National was in Chicago this weekend. Me and my buddy Luke managed to get up there for Friday's events. I saw about 30 seconds through the door, and I looked over, and I'm standing 6 inches away from Dennis Rodman. That was a little surreal. And then it just got better from there. All the treasures to pick through. Fergie Jenkins. Another Upper Deck. Looks like Richard Pryor. He does. Have you ever seen, there was a movie where Richard Pryor was a baseball pitcher, Brewster's Millions. You ever seen Brewster's Millions? If you want to see Richard Pryor's pitching motion, go check out Brewster's Millions. Legendary Materials. It's Roy Campanella. That one might make it into the auction. I don't know. You think there'd be a ton of interest in it? It's numbered to 199. I do like the old school material. You can tell how it's kind of faded. Because by the time they made this card, that jersey had been sitting in storage or whatever for God knows how many decades. More Upper Deck. Yeah, back during this time period, the 2004 to 2007, right around that area, I was buying a lot. It would have been a lot of Upper Decks. Who do we got here? Chipper Jones, Carlos Delgado, and Manny Ramirez, head of the class 1993 Flair. That would have been. It's not a 93 card. It's that would have been their rookie year, right? This one was 2005. Numbered to 93, Manny Delgado and Chipper Jones. And who's this? Who is the second best catcher of all time? Number one's Johnny Bench. And if you say anything otherwise, you are wrong, my friend. I still love you, but you're wrong. So, who is the second best catcher of all time? Fisk, definitely a top 5 guy. Love to rip, the only one playing the game. Yogi Santiago, Benito Santiago. That's a good call. Yogi's probably top 4. Gary Carter. Isaac is the winner. My personal list, it would be Ivan Rodriguez. Certainly the greatest defensive catcher of all time. One of my favorite players. Corky Miller. Corky Miller. That's good. That's a good one. Oh, come on. No, not this one. Sorry, guys. It ain't going to pull that one in. That would have been a piece from the Tigers uniform. Ivan Rodriguez. Nah, he was good, man. He was really good. There's certain guys you're happy to watch their entire career. Like, he might not be on the list as for like Shaquille O'Neal, like just these freaks, Tiger Woods, but I'm really glad I got to see Ivan Rodriguez play baseball. Any White Sox fans out there? The big hurt? Piazza was so good offensively, he has to be mentioned. You can't just blow by him. I know his defense was a little questionable, and he would have benefited, I think, if he'd spent a little more time in the American League. But his offense cannot be overlooked. That one's numbered to 175. Can you see? It's kind of bluish, like a baby blue. I got some Piazza coming up, as a matter of fact. Yeah, my buddy Isaac, you're in Tijuana, right? Alex Rodriguez. He was on the card earlier with Pujols and Griffey, and we got one by himself. From a Mariners uniform. Once again, upper deck. This one's not numbered, but it is very pretty. I like the white and kind of simple. One of the few Mariner fans that don't hate A-Rod. Look, I mean, the dude was good. And when a good player leaves, it's sad and you want to hate him for a while, but it's a business. It's not like he was born and raised in Seattle. It's not like he had real hometown ties or anything. You got to understand that side of it, I guess, as a sports fan. This one is for auction. Here's a little group I don't think should have. How'd these get in here? I'll probably include this one in the auction. It's a dual patch. I think that pink part, I think is like from it's 2018. I think it's from like a batting glove or something because the material is weird. It's pink. It looks kind of orange on the screen, but it's very pink, like maybe a batting glove they would have worn during Mother's Day or Breast Cancer Awareness Month or something. It's got the sweet pinstripe though on it. Love pinstripe stuff. Wish the pinstripe was a little more centered, but these elites this year were pretty sweet. Really sweet looking cards. Another one I pulled out of that Elite box was an Austin Riley. Triple threads. Atlanta's got some good players, good young players, and they got them wrapped up for a while on pretty team friendly deals. So Atlanta's about to be a contender for the next 6-7 years. Griffey left too. Yeah, a lot of guys. Well, that's the way it is. A lot of guys leave small markets for the big markets, and with no salary cap and no extreme luxury tax, the essentially teams like the Mariners and the Reds and the Marlins are just farm teams for Los Angeles and New York and the big guys. That's kind of how it's going right now. It's hard for young team or small market teams to keep their talent, and it sucks. Jim Edmonds, if there's any Cardinal fans out there, Hall of Very Good. I don't know. Is he Hall of Famer? I don't think I've ever looked him up. I don't imagine his WAR was any higher than 30 or 40. I don't know. Get on that, Luke, if you're still watching. What was Jim Edmonds' WAR? That'd probably be an auction card that'll go into the auction. Take a quick drink of water. Oh, what's next? Yeah, this is an auction card here. It's Torrey Hunter patch card. Torrey Hunter's had a really good career. I'd have to look up his WAR real quick. Take a closer look at his stats. Let's see, what do we got? Let's find some good stuff. Alfonso Soriano patch card. Grant, you like Torrey Hunter? I didn't spend much time on it. You want to take a closer look? Skybox jersey graphics. The old Skybox cards, meaning this was from what? 2005. 2005 Fleer Skybox. It's a really pretty card. I like if you can see the writing there. And up here is a shiny blue, which is a nice contrast to the red and white and black. It's a really pretty card. Alfonso Soriano. It's an old Fleer. That was from Tradition. 2004. Game used baseball cards. He was all game used back then. None of that player worn shit. Let's see. It's getting a little thin here. Where's some of my other... Oh, I think I got to get into the white boxes for some of my good rookies. So Joe Nathan, Andre Ether. I had a bunch of these old SPX cards. John Lester. These are all numbered. 2007 John Lester. This card, Yadier Molina. Are there any Cardinal fans? Yadier Molina is a very good catcher, an excellent baseball player. But he's mouthy. He's kind of a turd. I don't like him. I'm from Cincinnati, and I just don't like him. I hope you understand why. Yeah. But it is a sweet card. That is, oh, come on. There we go. That is a piece of his hat, the logo from his hat. And you've probably seen these cards around. They're 2019. What? You still there, Luke? I think they came out of Top Series 2 this year. I've had lots of concussions, and my memory ain't what it used to be. Uh, got significantly worse after getting blown up. Um, but yeah, I think it was 2019's Top Series 2. Gotti is one heck of a player. He is. He's a really good player. Maybe even a borderline Hall of Famer. I gotta take a closer look. But those hat patches are really good. I got two of them. They're really cool. This one's the Cleveland Indians, Jose Ramirez, and I think those probably both end up being auction cards. Yeah, I think I spent 8 years in the army. I say that I was a soldier, not a great soldier. Um, the one lung thing kind of hurt me um, in terms of accomplishing some things, um, but yeah, I did hang around. I was in the army. Got to travel around a little bit and do some pretty cool things, and met some wonderful, wonderful people. Um, yeah, it was my pleasure to be a part of it. Gene Segura, who was my Mariners fan? I'm sorry, who was it? Was it Love to Rip? Oh, Stasan. Am I pronouncing your name right, Stasan? Or am I just aggravating you every time I say it? Gene Segura, I apologize if I am. It's a game used from 2019. What series did that come out of? I can't remember what series it came out of. And there's another one of those major league materials. It's Gary Sanchez. No, used for gaming. I'm on the Xbox. I play a lot. I got like 300,000 gamer score. It's the space Preston space 13 if anybody ever wants to play some games. I got the new Madden. It's all right so far. Nolan Arenado. There's a couple newer cards thrown in here. I got some more stuff coming. Some of the little bit older stuff. Nolan Arenado. He's an excellent player. Just a plain white patch from 2019. The 1984 style is one of my favorites of all time. So it's nice to see those this year. Another one of those extras, Yusniel Diaz numbered to 50. Look at this patch, like a 4-patch thing. From Panini. The idea that there would be exclusive rights out there and they can't put a logo on a card is just ridiculous. And I cannot believe Major League Baseball let that happen. I really can't. You don't want your logos on all the cards that these kids are buying. You know what I mean? That's just bad business, man. They should have never allowed that to happen. I don't care how much money Topps offered them. It doesn't seem a smart idea. This guy, I think I got this recently from the Lebanon Candy and Sports in Lebanon, Ohio. I get quite a few things from there. If you watched some videos, so you've probably heard me shout them out occasionally. I got this from there recently. Joe Morgan up top, Ian Kinsler at the bottom. Obviously, a Cincinnati guy, Joe Morgan is a legend. Joe Morgan came into my work. He came into my work. It was a crazy day. So Todd Benzinger comes in all the time, and that's awesome. he caught the last out of the '90 World Series that the Reds won. It was the last time Cincinnati sports had something good happen, and so to see him is cool. But I was at work one day, and Anthony Munoz comes. I'm just working part time, selling toys for a retail store. Um, Well, Munoz comes in. I talked to him for a while about Kenny Anderson, him getting in the Hall of Fame, and blah blah blah. And I swear to God, not 20 minutes later, the other guy, dude I work with, comes up and says, "Dude, Joe Morgan's over there." And I look over there, and there's Joe Morgan. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" He doesn't even live here anymore in Cincinnati. He's just like in for business or whatever. But I can tell you, this dude, Joe Morgan, one of the most gracious dudes I've ever met. He was very kind with his time, very generous. He walks on a crutch, um, and he walked out to his car on his crutch and got us these like autographed Hall of Fame. It's like a picture of his Hall of Fame uh, plaque, and he autographs them and hands them out, and it was cool. Yeah, Joe Morgan was cool as hell. Brett Favre patch card. I think I bought another Brett Favre patch card at the National. That's not in the safe yet. I haven't got those sorted out. Let's see, did I miss anything in the chat here? Not a fan of the logo thing. I don't like that. I'm sorry, I don't know what you don't like, Isaac. MLB need the money to reserve. Yeah, they don't. They don't need the money to reserve the rights. They got plenty of money, that's for sure. They got enough money to start building their own damn stadiums too. I tell you that. You want something that aggravates me is going to these cities and just killing them with these stadium deals and taxpayers paying crazy amounts of money and getting nothing in return except, oh, I won't get started. It's aggravating. It's aggravating. I just saw tweets from Jim Irsay. Marshall Faulk might be the best that's ever done it. Catching the ball, running the ball. He could do it all. I saw Jim Irsay tweeting about how he just spent $5 million on Pink Floyd's old guitars, which I love Pink Floyd. But it's like, you're going to spend $5 million on a guitar when, a couple years from now, you're going to go to the taxpayers and ask them for $500 million to build your stadium. It's like, dude, that ain't cool. Tomlinson. Tomlinson. Here, look at this. Let's see something cool. I just mentioned Pink Floyd. Let me see if this. Oh, somebody said they were a video game fan. I got the Mortal Kombat thing up there. But check this out. This is Pink Floyd's. There's two of their little posters I got framed, but that's an autographed Pink Floyd drum head. Certified. Here's the thing, it's got all 5 signatures on it. It's even got Sid Barrett's signature on it if there's any music fans out there. Let's see. That's my prized possession. My wife got that for me early on in our relationship. It's certainly one of the best presents I've ever gotten. I couldn't believe it. So what do we got next? Yeah, it was incredible. She did a couple things. She bought me something called the Richard Petty Experience. Like, I got to go drive a race car around. This was a year or two after that, after the Pink Floyd thing. I got to drive a NASCAR around Kentucky Speedway for 20 laps. I got up to 170 miles an hour top speed. It was she did it right early on. She got me some great gifts. Now we've been together like 13 years, and I got a good one here in a second. We've been together like 13 years, so maybe the shine's worn off a little bit. Yeah. My gifts aren't as good to her as they used to be either. I used to give her jewelry and stuff. Now it's like, happy anniversary, and that'll be about it. Give me just a second, guys. I really do appreciate you hanging out. Been going for just about an hour. I got plenty of good cards coming. Hey, Joe. Give me a second. We're going to look at some more cards. I got to step into the other room. I got some medicine that'll help me quit coughing. I'll be right back. I'm a bum. I love it. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a second. $30 more seconds, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Joe's here. I saw that. Buddy, drink some water. It doesn't happen that often. They're like little spasms or something. Like there's a lot of scar tissue that runs through my lung where the bullet went through. Um, and it's weird. It's like a little tickle inside your chest. It's like the same kind of tickle you get in your throat. It's a little weird. The high number edition. No, you're just fine, Joe. Sneak up on me anytime. Any tigers? Oh yeah, I'm sure I got plenty of tigers around here somewhere. We saw one. Who'd I have? I had that Ivan Rodriguez. Where'd he go? That was in a Tigers uniform. That patch card. This is in our first break we did on YouTube. If you go back to my very first video, you'll see this pulled out of a score. I got this and a Michael Thomas out of a couple score blaster boxes. I couldn't believe it. Very first one, I was like, what? He will be your best quarterback in the NFL for the next 10 years. Yeah, I did, Joe. Maybe you did. Maybe you got me. This is 2019. Home and away, and I think over here I got another one of these. I think I got a home and away patch the other night. The blaster. They had blaster boxes at the National in Chicago. Come on. For $9 a piece at the David Adams booth. David Adams. Back in the game. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. What's my take on Kyler Murray? All right, listen. Kyler Murray's got a ton of arm talent, okay? He's not a running guy like RG3. He can run, but he's not that style of quarterback. RG3, Mike Vick. He's got more arm talent than that than they did coming out of college. The problem is he likes to run. And these defensive ends in the NFL right now, Michael Thomas here, that's the same one as these defensive ends right now in the league are so big and strong that if you get out on the edge, they're going to kill you. So I worry about him staying healthy. I'm not worried about his size. Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, Fran Tarkenton, they're short guys that have had success, but they need to keep him from scrambling out on the edge because here's the real problem. It's twofold. One with the system, and tell me that's an Aaron Donald there, absolute beast. But Kyler Murray's natural weight is 190. Okay. Russell Wilson's natural weight is like 210. Like he's a thick dude. Kyler Murray is thin. So he's got a 190-pound frame. In college, he put 10 pounds on that frame. He played at 200. Now in the NFL, they're asking him to put 210 pounds on a 190-pound frame and run around and get hit by defensive ends. That's a recipe for injury and disaster. The other thing that's working against him is the system. I was around when the Dolphins ran their Wildcat and stuff. And it's the same problem that Lamar Jackson's going to have. It's a college-based system they're going to run. They got his college coach in Carolina or with the Cardinals. So it's going to be a college-based system, and that has not historically worked out in the NFL. So I think Kyler Murray has all the arm talent. His Wonderlic score of like 15 or whatever concerns me in his ability to adapt mentally, but running a college system is really tough in the NFL to have success with. So I don't know. He's got a ton of talent. I just don't think it's going to work out in his current situation with that coach. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. It's happened once or twice, I'm sure. Mason Rudolph is going to be a good quarterback. I had him, I think, ranked the second or third quarterback coming out of the class that year. He ran a college system. He didn't take a lot of snaps under center. And that was concerning to the NFL, but he's learning behind Ben Roethlisberger right now. And his accuracy with the football is really, really good. As a Bengals fan, I'm concerned that Mason Rudolph is going to be good. And you remember they traded up in the draft to get him right in front of the Bengals. There was a lot of buzz that the Bengals wanted to pick him up as Andy Dalton's successor. Josh Rosen, rookie triple threads. As a Miami fan, I root for my Dolphins and my Reds. I'm a Cincinnati guy, or my Bengals and Reds. I'm a Cincinnati guy, but I also fell in love with Dan Marino when I was younger and been rooting for the Dolphins ever since because that dude could throw the football like no other. But hopefully Josh Rosen can have some success. That guy's numbered to 75. Oh, what else have we got here? Nick Chubb, rookie patch card. Josh Rosen was a high pick. Josh Rosen, yeah, he was highly sought after. Yeah, he was picked first, not first. Shit, I can't remember. Let's see what else we got. This one, it's Mitch Trubisky, but I love how big this patch is. This year, what on the Nick Chubb? Nick Chubb was 2018. All the Boggs and Glenn stuff, yeah, they're two of my favorite players of all time. I just love how big this patch is on this Trubisky one. It was a luminance, and they're a beautiful product. But the hits weren't great. They're a little overpriced, but they are beautiful base cards too. We were just in Chicago, and here's a Chicago legend, Brian Urlacher, and that's got Come on now. You can do it. That's a lot of little cursive writing. It's not doing it. I'm sorry, but I like the pinstripe on that one. It's not numbered. Hashtag we grow together. Absolutely. Shout out to Deafness and those guys. It was awesome to meet him up at the National. Even put my ugly mug on the video for a second. Jamon Moore, rookie phenom. That'll probably go in the auction. What do we got? Another rookie phenom. Christian Kirk. He'll be looking to catch some balls from Kyler Murray. He's actually got a lot of talent, Christian Kirk. I think that'll work out. Where's some of my older? What do we got here? Oh, here's a few rookies. We'll change it up. I think I got some more relics and stuff. Oh, I got some more autographs coming. But we got a couple good rookies. I got a few Randy Johnson rookie cards. This one's in the case because it's one of the better conditions. There you go. And the corners are not bad on this guy. Not a lot of imperfections. It could be maybe an 8 or something. It's centered pretty well. Randy Johnson. This is a Derek Jeter when he was in the minor leagues. He looks like he's about 12 years old. This is a 1992 draft pick. So what? It's a 93 card then, right? No, 1992 front row. So there, it'll have his minor league statistics on there. Jeter is a bum. He's down there ruining the Miami Marlins as we speak. I'll tell you what I give him credit for, though, is being one smooth operator. Google up Derek Jeter gift baskets. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I won't tell you here because this is family friendly, I suppose. No, it's not. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Here's another Derek Jeter rookie card. Minor, or is that another 92 front row, 1993 tops. So the other one was a minor league card. This one is an actual rookie card, I guess. Will I be auctioning them? I might. I think I don't really want to personally collect Jeters unless it's something really cool. I might. I don't know. I don't know about the Jeters because that minor league card. Actually, I think I have several of that minor league card. I might keep one and auction the rest. How about a J.J. Watt rookie? Look at them fucking beefy arms. Oh, I'm sorry, F-bomb. Look at those freaking arms. It's terrifying. Could you imagine your quarterback, young quarterback, maybe you're a rookie or something, take a 3-step drop and all of a sudden that's in your face? No way, man. Terrifying. Isaac knows about the gift baskets. Here's an Andy Luck rookie. Man, he needs to stay healthy. Now they're saying he's got, a hamstring issue or something. There's a Julio Jones rookie. There's all 3 scores. And who's that? Von Miller, too. It would have been score 2011? Yeah, 2011. All 3 of those. Who's that? Andy Luck. I think these were the same. No, that was 2012. Von Miller, some good rookies. How about a Beast Mode rookie? Back in his Bills uniform. Star rookie Marshawn Lynch. Oh, here's a couple I pulled this year. And some old blaster boxes. Saquon and Darnold. 2018 optic. Rated rookies. Those optic cards are pretty, man. I really do like the optic cards. And the Darnold for you Jets fans. I don't know about Sam Darnold. I think it could go either way. I'm not completely sold. If you tell me next year he's a bum, I believe you. If you tell me he's not bad, I believe that too. Yeah, Isaac, the optics are very pretty. I like the football. We just did some optics baseball on the channel. Yeah, big fan. What is this whole stack of rookies here? Joey Votto, Bowman rookie. That's not an autograph. That's just stenciled autograph or whatever. I'm a Reds guy, so I love my Joey Votto. He's a bit of a goofball. He's got a good sense of humor. I love him. He's great. Absolutely incredible hitter of the baseball. Oh, Boggs fans. Here we go. Hold on. I got some good stuff coming. Joey Votto again. The Upper Deck rookie card wearing his World League jersey. I don't think this was a short print or anything. I think it was regular. But it is cool to see him in that odd jersey. How about a Wade Boggs rookie? And look at the condition that it's in. The centering. Any imperfection the camera's picking up probably are on the top loader itself. This is definitely a card I would get graded. I'd be surprised if it came back less than an 8. I would not be surprised if it's a 9.5%. I don't know how hard it is to get a 10, but I don't imagine a lot of cards from this era looking that good. What do I think of Derek Dietrich? I think he's likely got a little bit of extra help to see the stats increase the way they have in combination with his throwing dumbbells around the bullpen or dugout and the size of his muscles. I like him. I like the fact that he's kind of goofy and does goofy things, and it's very funny. But it's suspicious how well he's playing this year in limited at bats. So I'll just leave it at that. I do like him though. It's a possibility. I think it's a possibility, Isaac. Yeah, Wade Boggs, rookie, 1983. Look at that, all those years. He could have came into the league in 1979 and been just fine, but Carney Langford really bogged him down. Yeah, no, yeah, laugh out loud, no, maybe, all right. This one's a Fleer rookie. 1983. Thanks, J&W. The pity LOL. I love it. I love his mustache, too. He's a handsome fellow, Wade Boggs. Good looking mustache, good looking swing. Is this a rookie? I don't think this is a rookie. Do I have it in a rookie thing? I guess it is a rookie. What year is that? 74? There's a 1974 Dave Winfield in that mustard yellow Padres uniform, and this card's in really good shape too. Not quite as good as some of the others, but definitely pretty good shape. I love Dave Winfield, an undervalued player. When you talk about great players, you're always going to run through the big ones, Babe Ruth and blah, blah, blah. But I don't think people bring up Dave Winfield as often as they should when those conversations are happening. This card has a nasty imperfection, but I love Robin Yount. 1975. There's some nasty imperfections on the front of the card too, but this would be a card I'd never sell anyway. So, but if you look on the back, Winfield was a Yankee. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, just a real nasty grease spot or something down there. But yeah, I love old Robin Yount. This Palmer is actually in pretty good shape. It's a 1970 Jim Palmer. It's certainly not centered very well, and there's a corner right here that's not great. That one's not great either. But for a 1970 card, it's not awful. Jim Palmer. Let's see what the back of those old cards used to look like. All right, let's dig a little deeper here. What's up next? How about a Ryan Sandberg rookie? How about a couple of them, I guess? I could probably keep one and auction one or something. These are both in really good shape. Obviously, 1983, 1984 were beautiful cards. I like the design of those 2 years. I also came across a little patch of rookie cards that are worth looking at. How y'all doing out there? Is it getting late where you are? Any West Coast guys out here? It's almost 2:30 here on the East Coast. I'm in Ohio, not exactly the coast, I guess. Eastern Standard Time. How about a Biggio rookie? $1989 Fleer. Everybody loves this card. I don't know why. There's a billion of them around, and he was a huge gas head. Look at, he was, what's to say? It's 87 tops, by the way. I'm sure you all know that. 6'1", 185 pounds. Now remember the Barry Bonds you remember. He was a little bit more than 185. Well, another guy, and I mentioned it with Roger Clemens, another guy who would have been a Hall of Famer anyway without steroids. Unlike, maybe Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa wasn't a Hall of Fame player before steroids. He wasn't a big-time player. He was hitting 12 home runs a year, hitting 220, trying to stay in the league. He needed steroids and cork bat. But everybody loves that card. But the thing about this card is there was a billion of them. I probably put some Barry Bonds in the spokes of my bicycle at some point. I have a bunch of the OPG Barry Bonds. Somebody said Carlton Fisk earlier when I asked about the greatest catchers of all time. All-Star rookie card. It's not in great condition. But it's another one of those cards that, for nostalgic purposes or whatever, I probably wouldn't sell anyway. 1973. This would be a second-year card. It's not. I need to put it in a regular. Yeah, see, that would have been a second-year card, I think. Do people consider that a rookie back then? Nowadays, everybody knows the All-Star rookie, the trophy rookies are second year, but Cal Ripken, 1982. Let's see, what is that? Oh, that little schmutz is on the top loader. Oh, I guess I could do that instead. Everybody loves Cal Ripken Jr. I like Don Russ, the old Don Russ. That was a good year. Who do we got here? The Iron Man, absolutely. Oh, Ken Griffey Jr., 89 Don Russ rated rookie. Pretty good condition. Another junior. Tops that time. That one's in pretty bad condition considering how mass produced these are. There's going to be a ton of them in better condition than that. Ah, there we go. Who's the greatest pitcher of all time? The answer is Greg Maddux. I love that old style card too. That's a green if you can't tell. That color is actually a little brighter green than is showing up on the camera on my end. I love Greg Maddux. He would work the edge of the plate, so by the time he was done pitching, he'd be getting calls, a foot and a half outside. But he earned them. Here's I've mentioned this in chat before. I'll mention it here. Hold on, let me grab a drink of water. In his he faced over 20,000 hitters, and not including intentional walks, he only went 3-0 on guys, 3 balls, no strikes, 177 times. 177 times out of over 20,000. He went down 3-0 on hitters. I love Greg Maddux. Pedro Martinez. During his prime, he may be the most dominant pitcher ever. I don't know him or during that couple years. It's not coming in. I'm sorry. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Love to Riff. I appreciate you hanging out, man. You have a good night. J&W cards. When I was a server back in the day, I waited on Pedro and told him I hated him. Did it feel good? I can understand people thinking he was a turd. I kind of like some of his antics. I had a kind of a similar experience with Tony Stewart. I was at a hockey game, Cincinnati Cyclones in the early 2000s, late 90s maybe, and he came through and was a special guest and came out on the ice and waved at everybody or whatever. And he was up in the booth, and my stepdad was part of the Cyclones fan club or whatever. So he was like, "Here, take your nephew's hat and get it signed." And I was like, "Cool." So when I went up to get it signed, I was actually wearing a Dale Earnhardt Jr. jacket. So the first thing I did, I walked in the room, and the first thing I noticed, it's Tony Stewart and like 8 or 9 super hot model chicks. Right, that's the only thing in the room. A bunch of food and alcohol, and Randy Johnson rookie. That's 88, or I'm sorry, 89 Fleer. See, he did. That's why I told him Yankee fan. Going to see Goose. He tipped you $70, so you can't complain. Yeah, tell a guy you hate him, and then he tips you $70. That's pretty good. But so Tony Stewart, I'm wearing this Dale Earnhardt Jr. jacket, and he's kind of giving me shit about it. We already saw one of these. I know I got a couple. Yeah, we already saw one. What else? Oh, there you go. How about his oversized Bowman rookie? I don't think you see a lot of them. It's one of the big ones. But oh, he knew it was all fun. Yeah, Tony Stewart was kind of the same way. So he's giving me shit about my jacket, and I start telling him, well, you're a turd too, and I hate watching the way you race, and he starts laughing. It got to the point I spent like maybe 45 minutes with him. He was laughing like, nobody ever talks about me like that. They never say it to my face. They're always kissing my ass. So I can say that I talked enough shit to Tony Stewart that he liked it. And he really is a turd. Yeah, he really is a turd. Did I already show you one of these? I got duplicates of that one too. Hold on, let me pull this stack out and thumb through it real quick. I think I got some duplicates in here. No, that should be all of them. All right. I'm sorry, J&W. What did you get on the break? A junior? Here's a Roger Clemens rookie, 1985, right? Yeah, 1985. You want to look up Roger Clemens like workout stuff. Like he would drive his fist down into buckets of sand and shit to get his. I'm sorry, I'm probably cursing too much. It's late. It's a military thing, I think. But he would drive his fist into buckets of sand to get his forearms jacked up. Oh, he used to do all kinds of crazy stuff. The Bowman Griffey, nice. Yeah, that's a great card. I don't know how many of them are around. I never went looking. But another Randy Johnson rookie in his Expo uniform. Great uniforms. Upper Deck. Let me run to the little boys' room real quick. Give me 45 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, All right, let's keep going here. What do we got? Mike Mussina. If there's any Mike Mussina fans, there's a Brett Favre rookie. It's a 91 score. Talk about a fun player to watch, man. I loved old Brett Favre. You could tell he was having a good time when he was playing. Any Baker fans out there? I got a couple of good Baker ones here. Precision passer. And Don Russ, Baker Mayfield rated rookie. These would have been on the yeah, J&W, man. I appreciate you hanging out. It's getting late. If things keep dying off a little bit like they are, I'll probably wrap up soon. I'm only halfway through this safe. If you guys want to finish up another time or something, just let me know. Maybe if people hang around, I'll keep going and you can watch it later or something. But I am going to auction. I'm going to have an auction sometime. We got a 200 plus pack mixer coming up. It's going to have boom boxes in it, and it's going to have we got gold and silver national packs. Yeah, it's going to be huge. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But thanks again, J&W, man. Get some sleep. I appreciate it. Deion Sanders rookie card. It's in pretty good shape. I love the Jerry Curl headband combo. We saw that Pat Mahomes earlier, the relic card. There's the rookie card. Oh, it's Texas Tech uniform. We got Barry Sanders. You see a lot of these around. I think we saw that Biggio. Probably see a lot of those too. Another Deion Sanders. Those old pro sets were mass produced like crazy. How about a Verlander rookie? You got that one of one Verlander sketch card we hit a little while ago out of a Top Series 2. A little too shiny, maybe. Another Luck rookie. Here's a cool looking little card. It's Warren Sapp with Konstantin Papa, a basketball player. I guess they both played for Miami or whatever. But it's a Warren Sapp rookie card in combination with Konstantin Papa. Kind of weird. Just a couple more in the rookie pile here. It's a little Allen and Ginter. Oh, that's not a rookie, I don't think. 17 and 11. Yeah, that is a rookie card. Eric Davis was one of my all-time favorites. I got an autographed picture of him somewhere around here, too. What I don't have, I wish I still had it up. I packed it away less than a week ago, getting ready to sell this place and move, maybe. But my Dan Marino signed football, and my Johnny Bench signed baseball, and Frank Thomas signed baseball. Those are all packed up. It would have been nice to show you those guys. Bo Jackson rated rookie in the 87 Don Russ. I tell you, this might be. Is that on the? I think that's on the top loader. You look at the corners and stuff. This might be like a Gen Mint 8 or 9. It's beautiful. It's in good condition. I think those imperfections are on the top loader. I could be wrong. The Dan Marino rookie. Another junior. I don't think we saw the score one yet. What do we got? We're a little over halfway through the safe. We got 2 people hanging out. Who's all hanging out? Isaac's still here. Jay still here, maybe. George Foster. I got a bunch of Pete Rose autographs. That's Carlos Santana I pulled this year. Darius Slay. What do you guys think? You want me to keep going? I don't have a problem. Keep going. At George Foster, leather cuts is leather and lumber from 2005. That's a good signature there too. I like this card because it's got the swing that tied and broke Ty Cobb's record. And then we got that autograph. My parents got that autograph for me at a Pete Rose event. Got 3 or 4 of them done. That one's in horrible condition. It's got a big crease across it. I really like the Gypsy Queens just about every year. They're pretty cards. This Darius Slay was sweet, but it's a sticker auto, man. I hate that. Get them to sign the card. You want me to just blast through some real quick and we'll wrap this up, and I'll save maybe some of the other boxes for later. I could probably blast through the rest of this safe, and if I do it that way there, in probably 10 minutes or something here, maybe even less. It's Todd Helton auto I pulled this year. Some of these are going to be like these rookies, Jeffrey Simmons, Gary Jennings Jr. I don't know if we don't know if these guys are going to be good for a while. Hey, Isaac. Yeah, get some rest, buddy. Thanks for hanging out so long. I do appreciate it. Check us out tomorrow. We got a Chrome break or something, I think you said earlier. No, thank you for hanging out. So, yeah, we're going to have some more stuff going on tomorrow night about midnight. And then maybe after that, maybe we'll do a couple different things tomorrow. Yeah, these are just some of the newer autographs. We don't know if these guys are going to be good for a while. Let's see what else we got here. Catch you in the mañana. Absolutely, buddy. Thanks again. And we got, of course, no collection is safe until you got a Cedric Mullins, because everybody's got to have a Cedric Mullins autograph. Josh Hader. I remember some of these breaks aggravated me pulling these guys. Carson Palmer, Cincinnati fans. Chad Johnson. Yeah, a lot of these autographs will probably end up in auction. There's a few good ones. A few kids I think will be good. I actually have other cards that need to get into the safe, and some of these need to get pulled out. That Debo Sweeney autograph is really sweet, though, with the white. Everybody's got a Ryan Baraki. These are actually some pretty cool numbered cards here real quick. It's a Bob Gibson numbered to 50. It's from Top Sterling back in, 2007? Yeah, 2007. Really pretty card. It's got like a little bit of a shine to it around the edge, but just around the edge of the picture. You can kind of see it there in the corner. It's a really neat card. And then there was a set. I bought this set together. It was a bunch of Tom Seavers numbered to 250 and Albert Pujols. So where's the 3 Seavers numbered to 250. Also the 2007 Top Sterling. And then there was a set of 3 Pujols numbered to 250 as well. Oh, what do we got? This year we pulled this Chris Bryant numbered to 99. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you generally see a lot of numbered cards in Gypsy Queen. Jorge Posada. Let's make some room over here. It's getting thick over here. There's a Miguel Cabrera. These are all numbered cards. Marshawn Lattimore. A bunch of numbered Ripken cards. These were some kind of set from 2007. Yeah, the SPX. I had a ton of these SPX cards. I don't know why I ended up with so many of them. So there's 6 numbered Ripkins, all numbered to 699. All got different pictures on them. Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing, buddy? We just been looking at some of my personal collection. We're kind of getting toward the end. I'm blasting through some of the numbered cards. Show you a few highlights. We got a bench auto, a 1966 Mantle there, the Jordan numbered to 199 patch. There's a Ted Williams triple threads with a bat numbered to 18. This card that's a 1-of-1 printing plate. Well, I certainly do appreciate you stopping by, Paul. We got some great content coming up too. We got an auction coming, a 200 plus pack mixer with like boom boxes and stuff. And then we just put a bunch of stuff on the channel from the National Convention in Chicago. So yeah, man, check us out. Stop by again. We appreciate it. Might go through some more of my personal collection tomorrow night after we do the Chrome break or whatever we're doing tomorrow. AJ Green, these are all numbered cards. Alec Rodriguez, Tom Brady. I really like this Prestige. It's Brady and Tomlinson. Super shiny. Jake Arrieta, Joey Votto rookie number. Oh yeah, that Joey Votto rookie is numbered to 399. It's a beautiful card. It's so shiny. I don't know how well it'll come in, but it's one of my personal favorites. Yeah, get the National wiped me out, so I'm in the same boat there, Paul. And then a couple, we don't know if these rookies will be any good for a while. A lot of the newer stuff, more numbered cards. Marcus Peters. A lot of that's a really sweet pink parallel numbered Brian McCain. Mike Trout numbered to 99. A lot of these will be probably available in that auction coming up. Saquon Barkley numbered to 100. We just pulled a Saquon Barkley dual patch, numbered like, I think it was numbered. I can't remember. We just pulled a Saquon Barkley patch yesterday out of a blaster box, out of a little $15 blaster box or whatever. DK Metcalf, green parallel numbered to 49. I think he's going to have an outstanding year. Another Saquon numbered to 275. DeAndre Walker and Aaron Rodgers numbered to 99. So some decent numbered cards. We got a few more here left in this safe, and I guess we'll call it a night. Let's see. Hopefully we end on a strong note. I can't remember what all's back here. Tukey Toussaint numbered, Kurt Schilling, Felix Hernandez. There's a Tony Gwynn. There were 3,000 of those. They were like celebrating what is 3,000 hitters. Oh, you're not gonna pull into frame. There we go. 1490 of 3,000. Old Pacific cards. Darrell Revis rookie numbered to 999. That was the old Prestige, 2007, I think. Daryl Reeves. Have a great night. Stop by another time here. Hey, awesome, buddy. I appreciate that. You have a good night, man. We'll see you next time. Alex Rodriguez, that's from 2019. There's a Paul Horning, numbered to 50. Josh Rosen, numbered to 50. Those legacy cards were really, really pretty. Hey, good night, Jay. We're going to wrap it up here soon. If you ever want to do it again, I got all those other boxes I showed you at the beginning, so we can do it again if you guys want. It's a Terrell Davis grassroots number to something or other, and Ozzie Newsome. Now just two more cards left here, and I guess we'll give it a wrap up. That's a Justin Houston numbered to 100, and then one of my personal favorites. I love Albert Pujols. This is a good card to end on. It's not a low number. It's a 1499 number to 1499, but it is. Good night, Paul. Good night, Jay. It is a fat Albert Pujols, all super shiny card. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if I'll leave this up on YouTube or not, since it was just kind of a thrown together live thing. But hell, I may. We'll see how it goes. So, if I do leave it up, I'll go ahead and say check out we got a 200 plus pack mixer coming up sometime soon with boom boxes, silver packs, all kinds of crazy stuff, and a big grand finale as well. We got an auction I'm going to plan. I got to sort through all these cards I showed earlier, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get that together, but that'll be fun. Tomorrow night around midnight, we're going to do a box of something. I think Luke's bringing something over that he got in the mail today, so that'll be cool. Preston _sports on Twitter. I'm thinking about starting an Instagram and putting some of these pictures of some of these cards on there. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. You guys let me know. I'm kind of old and not in tune with exactly what's going on with the social media, so always open to suggestions. As always, I do appreciate you hanging out. Be good, have fun, and I will see you next time.